It's a beautiful Thursday evening, and of course, you're welcome to the most exciting TV program on your TV. Now, listen here. He lifted her up, gave her the wings to fly, but now that she's soaring, she's ready to leave him behind. Tonight on Broken Pen, we delve into the heart wrenching dilemma of a man who built a future for the woman he loved, only to face rejection when life took a downward turn. When the provider becomes the dependent, should love still hold strong? Is marriage about partnership, or is it only good while times are good? Is he facing betrayal or just a painful shift in dynamics? Is she being practical or has success changed her? Join us as we dissect this burning dilemma. Again, we are coming to you live from MX24 TV here in East Legon, and you already know me. You already know my name. I don't need any introduction. But you see the way 1024 wants to speak, there is a linguist, right? That does all of the introduction. So today I am going to introduce myself. Since we are in the Ghana month, it is just proper that I introduce myself in the most royal way I know. And next, I'm mu TV yuswa. And no madofonum midindi. Obagadozia legitete. Krocha mansan wada mansan komu. Tintin diabolo. Ofiti kotia ba ne ho age afiefie mu. Nana ya chiretwie bita. Miamo no. Midin no. So we share me wa bonten a eya bodin we mia mechewska. Makachire we mechewska. And as you can see, I am adorned in my beautiful African print. And if you haven't worn any African prints this month, this is your sign to put on the most colorful, flavorful African print dress that you have. Remember, you can join the conversation on all our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag Broken Pen, or you can send us your messages via WhatsApp number 0550-331-551. 0550-331-511. With me in studio today, because of the story we are going to talk about, it's just proper that we get, people that are in the marital institution, people that are already married, so we can have this conversation. With me, if you watch MX24, you watch our morning show, then he's no stranger to you. Hey, host of the morning show, AM Club. He's a TV host and an MC. Ladies and gentlemen, J. Kojo Dasobre. And then they were Chagumo.
And then they have men so you're from me.
You're probably
Dasobre or Brempon.
Hey.
Nana the first.
Dasobre or Brempon, Nana the first.
Now, crowd, there be train, who's here for saying?
Me, see a friend me. Nana ya. Chire. It's somebody that catches tigers. Chire. Bitha.
Some is the same my boy into the chimske.
There be some there be
one I will say
what we did was copy and paste.
There be will say a boy now my
you have to mention it without me asking you or helping you. I helped you. This was aiding. If you let me pay you to become aiding and abetting.
Yo.
Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got Jay Kojo Dasobre. Jay, what's up?
Ade, what's
everything
up with
cool.
I
love the 6th March transmission on the AM Club. It was amazing. How was the experience?
That was my very first time
Okay.
going to the Kwame Nkrumah
Museum
Park after it was renovated.
Oh.
So it was a refreshing feeling. And yes, I would say one of my favorite, programs that we actually did as far as the AM Club is concerned. So yeah, excited.
Okay. I went there after it was renovated.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a time the water fountains were, the water was going through. It's a beautiful sight. If you haven't already, if you're looking for a place to tour while you're in Accra, you should definitely go to the Kwame Nkrumah Museum. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And next we've got another man. He's an animator. Hey, Ni Odai Afote.
Yes.
Ni, what's up?
I'm good. I'm okay.
I can see you have the
Yeah,
beads.
Ghana
Where
match.
did you get? Where did you get yours from?
I got it from my sister, so she's into beading and
Oh,
all of that.
okay.
Yes,
I love it. I would
slippers
love
and
to
all.
get some of them, but it's like
Right.
every time I get this beads, they're all bigger than my
Yes,
wrist.
the bigger the better. You know.
Which that?
Yeah.
Okay, as the queen that I am, I need to find one of them. So the next time I come on this show while we're in. You know what? I'm not going to talk. But Nee, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And we've got the lovely, bubbly, ever green, ever refreshing, ever smiling TV presenter, Daphne Flashley.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, you're gonna cry. Daphne, I have a question.
Yeah.
This is by popular demand. What's your hobby? You know what? Let me tell you a little backstory to why I'm asking her what her hobby. So if you didn't know, she went for It's Maker. And they asked her what was her hobby. She said jumping is the hobby. Hey, Daphne, where have you? What you be?
I was young and
You were not young.
I
So
was
is jumping
young.
still your hobby?
no, it's
So what's your
far
hobby
from
now?
that.
What's your hobby now?
From cooking,
Okay. Cooking.
writing music,
Yeah.
and talking.
In talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on set today. We're gonna go straight into listening to today's story.
Dear MX24, ask your readers to fix my broken pen. Growing up, I believed working hard is vital to achieving success. As a result, I didn't take any kind of task or assignment lightly. I did it with all my heart and gave it all because I believed if I do something well, I will succeed. This ideology shaped me through my education period to NSS and even my work. I became successful dealing in imports and exports of goods. One day, I met this young lady, and from the onset, I admired her so much. She had been working for one of my clients for a while because she wanted to make some money and further her education. For 2 years, she had been doing this work but hadn't been able to raise the money. I was touched and decided to pay for her schooling. We became good friends. I sponsored her to further her education and even did 1 year master's program to top up. We grew closer, and after a while, we started dating. With time, I got her connected to some job opportunities, and she started working for a multinational company. I eventually proposed marriage to her, and she accepted. By our 3rd year, we had 2 kids. My wife ensured that the home was always in good condition and took care of me and the kids very well. In our 5th year of marriage, things began to become difficult for me in my business. I was losing clients and I couldn't afford to pay for the import duties. Things changed so very quickly from bad to worse. We had to now rely on my wife's salary and some investments, but it wasn't even enough. Eventually, we started having issues at home. One night, my wife woke me up in the middle of the night with a look of frustration on her face. The concern was simple. She said that because I wasn't working, she wanted me to now become the house husband to take care of the house, clean, wash, cook, take care of the kids, and everything else. She added that she won't perform her marital duties like having sex and being intimate with me if I don't agree to do that. I remember getting angry because how can I be the house husband? And why would you want to starve me of the things married couples should do? I told her I won't agree. She got up and left the room, telling me she was going to sleep in the kids' room. I started thinking to myself, isn't my wife being ungrateful? After taking care of her all these years, she doesn't respect me anymore. Does she now have the right to talk to me anyhow? The next morning, the argument didn't stop. She told me if I didn't accept the offer, then she would leave the house with the kids and ask for a divorce. People, I am hungry and confused at the same time. How can I fix this issue? Help me out.
Well, that is one story, but a part of me found something funny. I can imagine the period where his wife says, I want you to be a house husband. And I can imagine the way his face will contort after she ended the sentence. Because your man is imagining me after doing all of this work. And many a time we hear these stories of men taking care of women. Some way through the relationship, the women start to exhibit certain characters. Sometimes is after marriage, they tend to exhibit certain characters. I think, Daphne, I'm going to start with you. Should a man ever be expected to become a house husband if times get tough? Do you think that's a fair bargain to bring to your husband?
No.
Why?
The man still holds his place as the
Head of the
and
house.
the man of the house. Understand that life, there are ups and downs, and he's not going to be like this forever. And trust me that every man who has to be in a situation like that, it itches him. See, he hates himself. He goes to bed wondering when I'll ever come out of this. A real man, there are men who get comfortable with that, who want soft life, but a real man who understands what God has said marriage is supposed to be will be in a hurry to get out of such a situation.
Yeah.
But regardless, the woman is supposed to respect
Him.
and see him as the head of the home. So in seeing you as the head of the home, there's no way I'll tell you that be a house husband, cook, clean, or whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. You're feeling like, now, he's
All of
not
the
bringing,
responsibilities
exactly,
on
he's
you.
not bringing anything to the table. He can help, but it doesn't have to be now his responsibility. He can
You know
help.
what that reminded me of?
What?
A little earlier, before we started shooting, we were having a conversation where I was telling you that that's the thing about entitlement. People are willing to do things, but the moment you come to spell it out to them. So, in this story, let's just say this man is somebody that helps around the house. But the moment you come to him and tell him that, okay, since you are not working and you're sitting at home all day, I expect you to wash, to clean, to cook, to do this and do that. Now that's where it becomes a problem.
Like, I get it that it will be very difficult for the woman to go to work and come and then, do all the responsibilities, right? But the lady is not entitled to have that responsibility. Actually, the man in his own, sense
that,
will know
oh,
that
since
I have
I'm
to,
just
since
home, let
I
me
have to
just-
start, doing
Yeah.
these things. But going to the man to wake him up at night to tell him that this and this, and if you don't do it, I'm withholding
all
my
of this
wife duties
from the
you.
sex to the hey.
that alone is already, he's battling a lot mentally, feeling like, oh my God, I'm not a man anymore, I'm not able to provide for my wife and all of. Then who knows, maybe he's even doing a lot, he's trying to get his things together. So that alone is not even going to give him the peace to focus and to flourish and to get his stuff together. I think patience is,
Yeah.
is really virtue.
It's virtue.
Yeah.
Nee, what do we make of this story? Should a man be expected to become basically a house help,
House help.
if
Yes.
things aren't going well?
I think that the lady's approach is the problem. The man can do it. There's nothing wrong with the man doing it at all. But then how the lady
Is
spelt
bringing
it
it,
out
yeah.
to him, waking him up frustrated and telling him if you don't do it, and giving him conditions.
Yeah, right now
that
she has
if you
given you
don't do
ultimatum.
it-
You go do amabi, you no
Yes,
go do am.
if you don't do it, then so in a case like this, should the man come out of this and bounce back, it will be difficult to see the wife the same.
Yeah.
But if the wife had approached it differently, or nice or calmly, the man would do it like willingly, and this is a man that loves the wife. So I don't see a problem with him doing the house chores, maybe when the wife is at work, cleaning, and I don't see a problem with that. But then the wife coming to him to tell him that do this because you are unemployed, that is where the
That is
problem
where
is.
the problem
Yes.
is. Jay.
I'm happy I'm the last person to speak because me, I'm boiling up. I was about to ask, say, it be joke with a joke or
Or
it
serious.
be serious thing. Ni ene is anima je.
Hey,
This
yeah,
one,
I'm crying.
yeah, this one like I for insult the girl because Charlie, see, if you see a God-fearing man,
Yeah.
and I'm putting God there, if you see a God-fearing man cheating, it's because of the house.
Why'd you
And let
say
me
so?
put it on record. If you see a God-fearing, and I'm putting God there, not just any be unknown. Because sometimes when you get deeper and deeper with God, there are certain things that would restrict you. And that's depends on the level you are with your God.
Okay.
There are certain things that restrict you from doing certain things. Do you get it? Because and maybe whatever, sometimes you are even married and you are even looking at people and you are like, the whole year no make me more than that. It's just that I'm in a discipline where I cannot do certain things anymore and any longer. Do you get it?
Yeah.
If not for that, make me dear brosa, I can do more than that. You get me? So, how do you wake up?
And then
You see, fair enough. Let's even forget that. Oh, he has even helped her before. Clearly, to me, the lady was in for the guy's money.
yeah,
From the onset, she was in for, like someone who say marriage is a business. So you are getting in there for what you are going to receive at the end of the day, or what is going to benefit you at the end of the day. So she's clearly in there for her benefit. Now that the benefit is not benefiting her in a way, or is not beneficial to her in a way, now she's giving conditions. And the fact here is, marriage, and your love never sustaining marriage, it is not love, because the love, it will wipe away. It's like you being in a space with somebody that you know very well that you are going to call your sister or your brother for a very long time. You get it?
Yeah.
You are going to share those responsibilities for a very long time. You get it? Because it's up and down. As Nee rightly said, there is no problem with the man washing dishes. Me, don't I wash dishes at home? I do.
okay.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. There are certain things that when you are with your partner, you get to a point where you don't like those things. You get it. Maybe your partner will be doing certain things that you were not privy to. You get me? But you find a nice way of telling your partner that, oh, Sabi, anyway, may share that pet. And if the person pays a blind eye to it, you yourself, you also have to pay a blind eye to it and correct those things. When you correct it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the partner, if the person is sensible enough,
Keyword sensible.
would know that, oh, now the person is even correcting my mistake.
Yeah.
Let me adapt to it.
Yeah, let me adapt and adjust.
And that is how marriage is. Because if you're going to not pay attention or totally pay attention to your partner's flaws and make it look like, okay, because this person is not doing their manly duties or is not doing this, is not doing that, so then now I have to give him an ultimatum. I have to give him,
either choose from this. Or
choose from this. Other option A, option B.
They are doing objectives.
I mean, come on.
The marriage is the
Objective
oral English that they are doing.
Who does this?
Yeah.
It's
You
crazy.
see why people keep on saying that marriage is a loss to a man.
Yes.
You get it. I just saw something on my phone right now that people were asking, why is it that guys are afraid to marry? They are not afraid to marry. They are afraid to divorce.
Yeah, because that's where the
Yes.
whole business.
They are afraid to divorce because now people are taking it as a business. Oh, I'll marry this person because of so and so benefits. And then when you get into it and the person is
Oh, no,
not doing
because
it,
he's
then
right. This morning I saw a video that came up. Apparently, it was recorded a long time ago. A lady was getting married to a millionaire, and then he was telling her that, look, before we go into the marriage, I need you to sign a prenup. And she was crying. She was crying so much so that when she went to her mom, she was complaining as to why he has to have a prenup. Like she needs something to, like, kind of like fall back on in case the marriage fails.
doesn't work.
You people have not even that word. You have already started thinking of
So you see-
when you divorce.
you see the mentality.
Wow.
You see the forbearing. So
That you have.
that's it. You get it.
Yeah.
And to me, it doesn't really make sense.
Do you think that after everything that he has done for her, she all seemed a little more patient than she's exhibiting?
I don't think the guy did what he did for her because he wants to
wanted
benefit
something.
something from her.
He did it
And
genuinely.
which
because-
man will even think
No,
like that? I
no.
mean,
I mean,
What?
You get it. This is why I love what my spiritual father said. He said, I mean, you will do very, excuse me to say, nonsense things for people that you fall in love with. So make sure it's worth it.
make sure it's worth
Yes.
the nonsense.
Yes, make sure it's worth it so that at the end of the day, you don't come say, oh, this is it, you get it, and this,
Yeah.
and this, and this. I don't know, but I might also be thinking that maybe the lady also is maybe getting some different ideas and ideologies
In her
from
head.
either family or friends or something of that sort. Because if you stick, anytime you are getting married and there's a traditional wedding going on, or what the people are saying now, we shouldn't even call engagement and everything. Listen to the advice that they get to give, the old people get to give. Out of 10, 8 of them would be, please, make sure you don't bring this person into this in your marriage. Make sure you don't bring this person into it. It is both of you.
yeah.
So if I have a problem with my wife doing so and so, I would have to have that conversation with her first. And if it keeps on, that is why there's a counselor. That is why there's supposed to be a pastor or a spiritual person who is supposed to, oversee to whatever it is. So that when we are having problems, I can quickly go to this person. You get it?
Yeah.
And not a man sign. Because if I have a problem with you, and I go and speak to my dad about it, my dad will be on my side 100%. You get it. Even though he might advise me, he will still be on my side in a way. So it's about, I don't know how to put this,
I
but
completely
this
understand.
whole scenario is making me very angry at the woman. In like I'm getting balled up. So I really want to find out from her, what is it? Like a then how?
What exactly is it that is making
Yeah.
you come up to say all of these things?
The story, when it began, you realize that it was the man, from the man's perspective. So
Yeah.
you see that the man saw this lady and tried to, okay, let me help
Yeah.
her to
It
get
went
to.
from
So now
helping to-
the lady now saw the man as, okay, this is my destiny helper.
Yes.
This is
That's
somebody.
How, that's how
yes,
it looks
this is
like.
somebody that is helping me through life. So now we are married, 5 years into the marriage, we have kids, and now what I saw, what I signed on to, what I
It's like
wanted,
it's no longer there
now
like
it's no
that.
longer there.
So she was delusional getting into the marriage and
Exactly.
reality
So
set in.
I feel like she had expectations about this man. Okay, this man is a good man. This man is a provider.
This
This
is
man
somebody
takes
that can
care
take
of me.
care of
This
me.
is somebody that can take care of me. And she didn't expect that within 5 years
Something
everything
can.
will come to a halt, where I would have to be the breadwinner of the family.
Yeah.
So then I think that is also part of the things that hit her. And so she felt like, okay, now if I'm not getting this, then you two, what are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to
Now
the
the
table
tables
now
have
that
turned.
the tables
Yeah.
have turned? So,
I completely
so
understand.
I feel like what she signed on to didn't last for long. So
So
then yes,
to be very honest, I feel like now all of us are feeling the same sentiments. There's a little bit of anger that is going on. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk some more. Amanfo bo adwo, amanfo bo akɔ fam. Na sɛdeɛ mpanimfoɔ kaeɛ, nsuo tae pɔnkyerɛ ne ɔgye deɛn wɔgye wɔ. Nti it is understandable if the emotions in the studios are, they are all about the anger. But let's talk about something that we all want. We all want success. Everybody wants it, everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tough, and I promise you it will, you will need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days when you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will kickstart your day. Whether you're working or just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So, no matter where you are at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment. Now we're going to continue the conversation. I'm going to start with Daphne. Daph, do you think it's right that our lady is withholding intimacy from her husband? Do you think it's a right way to kind of like usher him into this new role that she wants him to pick up? Maybe if she takes away the intimacy, he might be forced to say, okay, maybe I should do it. If I do it, she's going to allow me to enter the school.
You see, sometimes they say that when someone cheats, it's because it's them. But no, it's not every time that is like that. As JKD said, when a God-fearing man cheats, it's from the home. Let point blank period. And I know someone is going to say, oh, but how are you making cheating so this? You're withholding a duty that God put there for marriage. You made a vow in sickness and in health, for better,
For worse.
and you see, that is why most of the times when I'm looking at vows, I don't do that for richer, for that's
Yeah,
delusional.
because that's delusion 101.
See, let me tell you something. It's going to come. There's nothing like 50-50. Nothing. Oh. There are times that right now the man is like probably 20 and the woman is giving 80 and she's frustrated. When he was giving 100 and you were enjoying it. Now you want to withhold what? Sexual duties? No. Like, it is not right. It's all shades of wrong and she should be very ashamed of herself. Honestly.
Nee,
That's what I think.
if your wife told you, I need you to do this, okay, because you're not doing it, no more sex for you. Is it right?
You see, the first thing a man would think of, not every man, but a man would think of, okay, then if you are not giving me, I may look out the marriage and get it somewhere else, you know. But I don't think it is right for a woman to starve the husband of sex, because now you're married, you are his go-to person. It's
His
not like
best
you're
friend,
yes
confidant,
yes you
everything.
are not. It's not like you're in a relationship where he can try other options, or like he made a vow that it's just you and only you. You are the person that he's going to have sex with for the rest of his life. So if you bring this up, then it means that you're trying to push the man to go look outside,
Elsewhere,
you know.
yeah.
That is what I'm saying. So now if the man bounces back from this and gets back on his feet, it's very easy for him to be a promiscuous husband.
Yeah,
Yes, so I think it's not right.
it's not right.
It's not right at all,
Kojo,
no matter how you look at it.
if our man gets so frustrated that he says, okay, you know what, let's just divorce, who is really at loss? Is it him or her?
Oh, me, I thought you even let us go straight to the point and advise him. My friend, leave
He
safe.
should leave it.
Yeah,
It
because
would be
I mean,
much better if
to
he
be
left.
honest, she's already implicated herself. To me, for me, you tell me this. That's like measure in a different way.
Would you assume, if she came to you and then she said this, you put yourself in the shoes of this man, once she says that, would you assume that she's already started sleeping with other people that can fund her lifestyle?
No, I would ask my God, how did I even end up here?
Because of small love, oh,
Yeah,
love,
I would
oh,
ask,
love,
yeah, I would
oh,
ask my
love.
God, how did I end
Love.
up here? First, okay, so as a spiritual person, I'll start consulting to find out what exactly is it, because sometimes it could be the devil's plan. You get it. So you won't not be in a haste to really, just get out of the whole situation because this is what is happening. But when it happens like this, then you would have to start thinking twice about it. That's why is this happening? You
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
But if you realize that no, this one is not devil. This one is not this one is the person that wants to be like that, or the person just brought that character straight into it, or she's being influenced by some other people and she feels like this is how it's going to be like. I beg your pardon. I mean, we need to call it quit. Yeah, we need to call it quit, because I cannot stay in something of this sort, because you may have worse plans for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
because if you can go to this extent, and I mean,
There's
there are
more
things
that-
that you
yeah.
could do. There are other things that you could do that I could be like, hey, wait there.
Situations can make you see someone's true colors, and you're like,
And you know, like they always say that it is hard times that. So you know that saying where people say, "Oh, you see people's true colors during the hard times."
Yeah.
Then somebody came up and then said, "What if maybe the person you can see somebody's true colors equally when they have a softer life?" But I feel like harder times are enough to try a person physically, spiritually, financially,
Emotionally.
everything,
that is
morally.
why. That's why they say that if you want to see how a man respects you, get him angry. Get him angry. If he addresses you anyhow and
That's when
disrespect
you realize that,
hey,
hey,
Senna,
all this love.
Senna me fool, you know. But even if it is anger and then he sits you down and tells you that, my dear, I'm pissed at you, but this, then you know that okay, you're secure.
Yeah.
So Charlie, uncomfortable situations there, it will bring out people's true colors. And honestly speaking, I don't even know. I'm not a person like, I don't know. Up until I used to say I'm not a fan of divorce and I'll never divorce, but so many conversations
yes,
lately has
have-
been had,
yeah,
and I'm like,
that you
what?
are like, I can imagine myself in this situation. Nee, do you think our dear man should swallow his pride and just take on the work after all? It's nothing. No, I
So-
like the way Daphne just went.
So I think it's about time he steps up. If he's looking for a job, I think this is the time he needs to double up his movements. He needs to step up because it is getting to a place where if he wants to save his marriage,
Yeah.
then he needs to get a work as soon as possible. If not, then if he wants the work that he really wants to do, import and
Yes.
if he wants to go back to that and it will take a while for him to bounce back, then I don't think he should stay in the marriage. If he wants to still pursue
Because
that,
there's
he should
more
just
there's more maltreatments to be meted out to
so
him.
he should leave and focus on that. Or if he wants to keep the marriage, then he should just look for the next available job that will bring him enough income
But what
to
if
sustain
that
the
job
marriage.
does not give him the same income where he can take care of this woman? Because we can see that clearly now she's here
But
and he's
at
here.
least it's going and coming. See, if even if you live in a neighborhood and you are not working, the kind of respect you get, and
It's-
yes,
yeah.
if you are working and your salary is not much, but every day you wake up, you bath, and
You
you go to
go,
work,
the
and you come
respect
back,
is
the kind of
there.
respect you attract from society and all of that, that respect alone, because a man's ego, when you bruise a man's ego, it's very difficult for him to see you the same way he sees you. Yes, so if he can get any work that would at least put food on the table, I mean, provide something, and it will keep him occupied, then I think he should do that if he wants to save the marriage. Yes.
Oh, okay. Daph, I know that they say that life is not. No, wait, I should give this to Kojo. Kojo, I know they say that life is not Nollywood movie, right? But let's just assume, as at the time we were talking about this story, our dear young man has been able to pay off his debts. Now he's back in the import business, and you are him, and you come back home. Now you know that the money is back. What's the first thing you're going to do to your wife?
Well, I have nothing to do to her.
Uh-huh.
I have nothing to prove to her.
You have nothing to say to her?
What I can do, for me, action speaks. So you would know.
Uh,
That's me. That's
Yeah.
me. Like, you would know. Like, action speaks. So it's not like I'll be rubbing it in your face or anything. I'll be the same person. But it's just that the way I'm going to go about with my kids and everything and all that, you would just know that, no, this guy has bounced back. It will be so evident. You will get it. You will get to know. Me, I'm come and rub it on your face that say no, my baba kinti. Say no.
so what
Then
you won't talk, but there will be signs.
There will be signs.
Okay. Mimi say minyeska. Metal helicopter. Just to throw away rubbish. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to, rub it in your face or make you. No, I have nothing to prove to you on that level because already what I've proved to you first
Long time
to
ago.
be able to even pay for your school fees and everything, that wasn't enough for you. Then what can particularly satisfy you? Do you get me? I'm not going to put it in front of you. You are definitely going to know by the actions. How it's going to play out, you would know. And if you rather come in and kind of tell me it's the work of the devil, fair enough, we'll pray about it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we'll pray
Would you
about it.
forgive her?
Oh yeah, you have to, cause
Hey,
you see.
Kojo.
No,
You will forgive her.
No,
See,
it's marriage.
now
See,
you say
it's
you want-
marriage.
It's
oh.
marriage. It's
What?
marriage. Yes.
Thank you for bringing both of us into the
Yes,
conversation
it's-
because we're
it's
married.
marriage. Yes.
You get it. We understand
Yes.
it better
Don't
because
worry,
the thing,
very soon. Me too, I'll be
yes, very
thanking you
soon, very
because
soon. You get it. It's and when you get to learn about forgiveness, it's a different path altogether. You get me? Because if you don't learn to forgive or you don't forgive her, for instance, maybe I don't forgive her. You get me? And then I use that opportunity to go and maybe sleep around. All right. And let's say whilst I slept around, I got a deadly disease. You get me? And then I come back and then I infect her with it. I mean, would she also forgive me for that? You get me? So we should be able to learn how to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't mean my forgiving no. Not that day I'm lovey with her. No.
No. You are allowed to
I mean,
nurse
we
your
are
pain
humans.
a
Let's
little
be
bit.
humans. Let's be truthful about it. You get me?
Nyame kwale no kofo,
Yeah,
nyame kwale
I
no
would
kofo.
forgive her, but then based on my sentiments, and we are all human beings, we're all different.
Yeah.
Maybe for Daphne it will be quick. She will be quick to come back to like, okay,
For the
let's just
record,
share it.
Daphne's one is not
Somebody
quick,
else,
oh. It's
yeah.
not quick at all. I'm
Maybe
telling you.
for me it would take a time, but it won't take that long.
Right.
Maybe for me it would take a longer time, but
Chen,
yeah.
Like for me,
Not
2
yet.
years. I cannot do woeful.
So
You do anything else.
it will be
And I can't catch them
you
saying,
get
"Come
it.
here,
Aha.
house husband."
But that is why there are two. That's why they say marry your best friend, because at the end of the day, moving komono. Mo yese no. Ono kwan bebe timi kwan po aba be catch you say when you say adi we kwan po na ye test.
Marry someone
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, say ana na me pese
You
me
took it
share.
so personal.
Me akasa na pese me share say bia wo be fa me chimpo a.
You see.
And marry someone you're attracted to. When you're angry, their face is making you.
You get it? Exactly.
The ask you're looking how can I be angry about
it? You get me?
Yeah.
And you can tell when the person is joking and when the person is
It's
serious.
serious.
Exactly.
You can easily tell. You get it? Aha. So, because if maybe she said this and maybe the next day she comes back, okay, I go be intimate in the agro. And I was saying and now you get me. Maybe I might get angry, yeah. Babe,
And
men,
for me,
yes,
these
agro
are
expensive kaka intimacy. Men, yes, next time, and I say, baby, sir. She would know that, okay, when it comes to something like this, it's not that bad. Maybe let me just tell him straightforward, say, we see me, bro. And now, baby, saying, say, baby, now, baby, crampoa. Do it. But I can tell you 100%, this guy will bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah.
He will bounce back.
Oh,
And I
dear
think
young one.
the communication,
Yes.
it all boils down to communication and the way you communicate.
You communicate.
The way you say what you want to say. You can even tell your husband to do something that, like to even go and kill somebody, but the way you say it is the way you say
It's
it.
the way
That's
you-
what will make him do it willingly and just
Now
freely.
the frustration become one. But we took
Uh-huh.
this issue to our court of public opinion. Let's hear their verdict.
I'll stay in the house though, but I'll try and find a solution to the problem for both of us. And maybe things will work out for us.
So why not? I'll sit at home since there is nothing I can do about it and my business is bad. Maybe, I don't know, sitting out to 1 or 2, then an opportunity will come. So I think I'll sit at home.
Okay, one, personally, I don't know how to cook. So my wife is wasting her time. 2, I don't know how to bath kids. So we are wasting your time. It's either you look for a nanny to take care of the kids. But assuming I know how to do all these things and I accept to do it, it's going to be with a condition. Because assuming I make my wife a housewife, I'll try and set her up by opening a shop or something. Because I can foresee, you see, from and see what you see, I can go broke one day. She has to support me. So if she wants me to stay home because my job is not good and she's earning enough and I stay home, she still has to set me up in a way. If it's in a provision shop or something, so that tomorrow when she also goes broke, I can also support. But I won't just stay home and because Obasika in the Sika, no matter what, one day the parents will tell her that hey, you are fooling. Leave this foolish man. He's a lazy man. So if you're a man, you don't sit down and chop money, a woman's money and be happy. Rise up and think for yourself.
You know, me there because we are say a bemane, a better, and a debafie. I'm able so, or yet so, and a basso. Na say, o yet say, on Tinefi, na un jay juma away, and now on your housework. Say, Abia or yet and forward china, would do any poor. One I mean, you don't in found because or no not taking care also. I say, no, I bet turning into we were also like, or Henny was also. Only no lady. Say I was sick, sinipan to crown as OC. Corner no hot ben or deba. I remember saying a mint yas, you know. That way, no. Yen na year you money and pemedi. And wolfie naturally made in Ramqualano. Yes, said you money, yes, said then Kurana, and yes, said then Kurana. I have to try my best so that I can get a daily bread for house. This one I would say to push up the things.
Since it's the girl's decision, it's okay. It's the girl who chooses the decision, it's okay. Yeah. I have nothing to say about that.
Mama yanka no progress say nyankopon kwa ne nokwafo. Nyame kwa ne nokwafo, you people. Somebody say you sit at home. Somebody do say the wife must set him up. Say I set you up, so you must set me up. And it's a tomato table no set my one. Now it's why a day. We be a tomato table. I'm on no so I am where you many be. But before, I mean, we're gradually getting to the end of the session, but I want us to answer this. Let me start with Daph. You're not married yet. If you do get married and the financial status of your husband does change, how would you react?
My king, my lord, my everything.
Hey!
It doesn't make a difference for me.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, it doesn't.
But you know that,
and I know that
it's
you are going
easy.
to
It's
say,
easier said than
no,
done.
but I've seen it, and it worked perfectly. I've seen it before.
Okay.
And it worked perfectly. And I've seen how the person still treats her husband. He doesn't even go to the sink to wash his hands. They set table for him like he's in the presence of his enemies.
That
When you
not
see
my head with oil.
the biggest meat he gets and everything. And guess what he does? He flourishes. Because of that, Bibimpo say, he won't even call electrician. He will go and fix it himself. He will do the house husband. He's doing it all, but he's doing it in a manly way. So you even see that Charlie, this man is and on top of that, even though things picked up for him, it still hasn't met up with the amount of money his wife is making. But still, he's flourishing. Like he's doing everything. He's there now. Then you see that he has packed it and his wife thinks he has put it in the washing machine. They have washed it, like he has hung it. He himself.
You see,
'cause
now he's not
he-
being coerced
he's-
to do it.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, when you finish, I'm going here. Oh, by the time he comes, what is this? He has set new dining table. Trying to make sure, thank his wife for being there for him in this when it was hard, and now that it's still hard. And he's still like supporting the house and all of that.
Yeah.
His wife is still the higher breadwinner now, and
But
he's bringing
he's
it. But
bringing-
but you can see that his wife's behavior is actually making him feel like it's gonna be okay, and that has even strengthened the relationship more. In fact, that has made, and I see it, and this is something I want to learn from. It's not going to be easy, but I see it every
There's
time.
something.
Exactly.
Kojo, you're married. If either of you, your financial statuses do change, what are you going to do about it?
What do I have to do about it? I mean, these things. Even before we got married, Krampua, we all get broke sometimes. You get it.
Yeah.
That is why they say maximize your singlehood before you get into marriage, because when you are with a person, even dating and courting and everything, if that person cannot support you in one way or the other, then that person cannot be with you. You get it. There has to be, even if the person is faking it, let the person fake it. At least, like, let's show, even out of the fake, before the person will fake it to some extent, Krampua, the intent of it being done alone from the person can tell you that this person would genuinely support you in one way or the other. You get it. So it's not about, because whether you like it or not, there are days that are going to be gloomy for one person. There are days that are going to be hey for the other person, and there are days that are going to be hey for another person. There are days that are going to be down for another person. You get it. It's up and down, but moving together so that you can reach that common goal. That is it. So for me, everyone will pray that it doesn't get to an extent where you are given an ultimatum, like how this lady gave it to the guy. Like, if you don't do this, then this is the conditions. No, it cannot be conditional. You get it? Yeah, because I remember a father in the land did say that men were brought to this world to toil. Ejumano, I was so to me. That's why I'm saying that this guy would definitely bounce back, because one thing that men don't like is what the lady has done. Especially to give me condition. Oh, then I'll show you that, my man.
I'll show you that. Yeah.
I'll go look for something, even if I have to break blocks. to bring money home. Meaning said dachi. Ebeye, I will do it. Whatever I have to do, I will do it. Meye. So you would see that this guy will now start saying that, oh, okay. Because me says something. You don't bruise a man's ego. You don't give him condition. If you don't do this, then I'll do this. Then that one day he will come and show it to you that he can do it and he's the man.
Yeah, that's absolutely understandable. Nee, how about you? If you lost your source of income,
I think I agree with
Kojo.
Yes. So the man would definitely bounce back, and I think it happens in a lot of homes. Sometimes the wife makes more than the husband. It happens. Me personally, I'm an animator. It's not every month that you get animation gigs, but my wife is a salaried worker. So every month, every month she has a constant pay coming in. You see the thing. Me sometimes a month I can hit, and then the following 2-3 months we are just surviving on my wife's salary. You see, so we have to know the balance, both the husband and the wife. You need to know the balance, because you need to know that broke days will come. There may be times even your salary will lock up. Like, it will get there no matter what. So you have to anticipate and plan towards it. That when it gets to the rainy days, Charlie, we won't start shifting blames. We are going to work together as a team, as one body, to make sure that it doesn't even translate to the kids. The kids won't even know what is going on.
Yeah.
The home is still running. It doesn't matter if I am bringing more, you are bringing more. We are still running the home. And then at the end of the day, you have a beautiful family.
That's amazing. So now we've gotten to my favorite part, my favorite segment of the show. Look into my eyes. So what you're going to do for me, you guys, you already know the drill, but Nee doesn't know it. So what you're going to do is you're going to look directly into the camera, your camera, and then you give our dear young man a piece of advice. So Nee, since you're fresh on this set, we'll start with you. So look into your camera and lay a piece of advice to our writer.
So what I would like to tell the writer is that things will get better. Just hold on and be as supportive as you can. Don't let this break you. Just put your thoughts together, put your energy together, go out there, make it work. Things will get better.
Go out there and make it work. Things will get better. Daf, you're next.
Don't mind your wife. No, but things will get better, because from what I've heard, I know you're a hard-working person. It will bounce back, and don't mind your wife. And please be willing to forgive her, because honestly speaking, I don't think she's doing it, like, it's out of frustration sometimes. Yeah, so please forgive her, and I know you'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right, Kojo.
My dear brother, it's quite unfortunate, but what's it? With me, when I heard the thing about the title, house what husband, house husband. What we hear is housewife a lot. We hear housewife. Even me, the title housewife, I don't connote to what it is, like sit home and then no. I mean that's not what housewife means for me. For me, housewife more or less is like, okay, you are home. We know that definitely you take care of the home. So taking care of the home in a sense of making sure that your home is at peace, the kids and everything at the same time, you know you are working. To me, housewife is not like so. I feel for you. And as Daphne said, I don't know. You see what Jesus said, like, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. Yes. So, I mean, forgive her. She doesn't know what she's up to at this point. And you would bounce back because we've seen what you've done before. It's not like, oh, you're a lazy person. No. You've done something before. You've done it for her, done it for yourself. And these are the rainy days, and she's now giving you ultimatum. Don't pay attention to that side, because if you pay attention to that side, that would make you drop down, and you start getting that emotional stress and everything. So I know you are a brother. I know you can bounce back and start thinking of the positive side, making sure, if not for her crampo, your kids. Yeah.
Start thinking positively. Before we go, let me tell you this. Switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal to keep browsing. So subscribe to Telecel Fixed Broadband for these amazing offers. Simply dial star 900 hash or use the Telecel Play app, or you can visit a Telecel retail outlet or the website www.telecel.com.gh and get connected today. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. Now, we have come to the end of today's show, and of course, it wouldn't have been possible without Telecel Ghana, Betway, and Cowbell Coffee. To our crew backstage, we say thank you for your effort in making this a success. See you same time next week. My name remains Yavita. Peace out.